So I'm piloting.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Alright, so show me the glitch.
Yeah, come to me. Come to me. Obviously, you can man this gun, shoot for a bit, and then you can just literally walk over here, aim at the gun, and just hit E, and you're inside. And you teleport back. No, don't move up there. Just go off. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're there. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the second trick. Okay. Because you're gonna be manning this side, but if the other guy leaves his side, we want to put both heavy guns online, right? So then you walk up here, man the gun from here, and then you just jump over here, and from here you can jump up, go inside this gun.
I see.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
really useful.
tremendous.
Okay, ready? Come back.
Okay, I'm taking over piloting it.
Without
Profile, weren't you gonna like repair?
Yeah, I'll repair, sorry.
Here's our target. Good luck.
I think he's to our left, above the cliffs. Where our Pyramidion is heading.
In case you guys didn't know, since we have a little bit of downtime, when an AoE weapon, when you hit a destroyed component, you do damage to the armor actually. So when the Seraphim missile hits all the destroyed components on the enemy ship after we blow them up with the Hwacha, we deal a massive amount of fire damage to the enemy armor and hull, which is pretty decent against armor and hull. So that's basically the premise for this build. You make some broken parts, and then you sort of, you peel apart the enemy armor a little bit, and then you pinch needles inside them basically, and then they bleed.
Just keep smashing them, and then they die fast.
I actually do a similar build on a Mobula where I do nothing but the tracking missiles and like one carronade. And that just freaking destroys.
Yeah, in my experience, when I face a Mobula doing that with this ship, we always come out on top because the Mobula is so awkward to repair, but this ship isn't. Or what I mean is like, when you're hitting the enemy Mobula with your missiles, you damage like everything, but when they hit you, not the same it can't be said for us on this ship, I think.
Oh, I absolutely think it's better on this ship.
Good job. So any of you want to be like friended and sort of added to like a repeat visit kind of thing, or do you guys prefer to be left alone? Because I'd say we're working pretty well together. I'm always looking for more you know, friends in this game. I only started playing like a month ago.
Oh, sure, add me, but I don't play Guns of Icarus that much anymore.
Deploy the engine.
Free to add me.
Yeah, also, feel free to add me. Don't play.
Ooh, nice.
Them all that quickly.
Oh, we found 2 more dudes.
Did they die by themselves once, or that was really quick?
I don't know. No, we just blew them up super fast.
Annihilated them.
Yes. They were really getting pounded out there.
We popped their balloon. That's what we did.
Yes.
Oh, we were against Corsair?
Yeah.
Alright. Clash at Backcliff. Voting.
Oh, that's a weird judgment loadout on that friend.
I need 2 gunners. That's that. I need an engineer. I don't need 2 gunners.
Do we need to go?
Okay, okay.
We got this is Mr. Dot Dot Dot. He was in the
Should
the
we
developers match thing yesterday.
As much was.
I'm sorry, what do you say?
My bad.
No worries.
What do you think about this Allied junker loadout?
What's that?
Minotaur heavy cannon.
Ah, yes, the failsafe kit. It's so good. I'm not
You
using
want
it,
a
but,
specific ammo type in the Gatlings, or my discretion?
Yeah, I prefer the burst round in the Gatling. It's really good.
Get that.
It's my favorite.
Shut up, Hans.
No, 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 no.
Us.
You can also use
really well with Lochnagar.
I love you, Captain. I love you. I love
No.
you.
Use Lochnagar.
Okay.
It's just the best.
if you have a Minotaur gun, you can also use burst rounds. Really good, you know.
Don't listen to the enemy.
Ready, ready, ready.
Well, you know what they say. Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer.
Doesn't make
Alright.
clear.
See you after the match. We're gonna spend some quality time together, fam. Get my drift.
yeah, bro, that's what I'm talking about.
Fuck everyone. Ready, ready, ready. Captain, ready. Captain, ready. Ready. Yeah. What?
I'm going back to the other channel.
Oh, Paramedic, I see I got a Hellhound. You can also use burst round on the Hellhound. And we will basically
you
lose.
Might as well.
Figured some Westworld music might be really nice. Ah, I love that intro theme so much, dude.
What level are you at in your
What?
team?
My team?
Yeah, the one that has the...
Oh, that shit? I'll let you know when I'm level 7.
Okay.
Level 6. Alright, let's be a well-oiled machine. Disable all their guns and engines, and then watch them slowly die. Fire all over their ship.
We're not watching enemies, so...
Amazing Grease. That's my favorite. What the heck?
You see where LA?
I made some tar clouds in case we were being followed. Oh shit! Get the Pyramidion. Also, someone fix our armor. I guess 4 fires on it. What were you doing there for fire? For most of that thing? Early on, anyway?
Lag, I got DC'd.
Oh. Oh. What happened there was, 4 fire disconnected. 4 fire disconnected, but it's coming back. That's what happened there.
Yeah, I noticed that. Wait on. I would have pulled off if I had noticed that. Oh, he's gone again.
Good hits.
Oh, now he's dying. Look at this.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
It is. You know what you're about. Oh no, you're getting it.
Yeah, we only me and 4fire and one other friend, we only like started playing this game like a month ago, and we're having a lot of fun. But I don't know, dude. I feel like, how isn't this the meta already? It seems kind of weird that like we cooked together this build and it's not already like taking over the whole game. Like, this build is pretty effective. I'd like to see what actually kills this. We haven't encountered anything that's truly effective against it yet, but I'm waiting for the day when like a squid will just like totally school me and fly around me and shoot out my engines and like slowly kill me, you know what I mean?
A squid and the shrike, they can be pretty lethal if driven by good captain.
The issue is, even when you're in the dev matches, they don't even use the squid to like its full effectiveness.
I don't understand, like, everyone in this game, everyone who's played a long time just plays Pyramidion. I don't know why. Like, what's so good about that ship, really? You know, there must be like a reason.
It's the pointy one. It looks pointy.
Yeah,
It's
easier
probably-
for the pilot since he's aiming where he's looking, basically. That's not
It is
necessarily
kind
easy
of
to
just
do.
really, really good at ramming, and that's kind of its whole deal.
Do you know if different ships have different like damage multipliers for ramming? Like if you ram with a spike on the Pyramidion, do you do better than if you ram with like another ship's spike or a front, right?
So,
Assume
the way that-
Crusher is extremely effective, I noticed recently.
So the way that it works is it's actually calculated as a momentum calculation, which involves the density of your craft. So like the entire load on the craft, not just the ship itself, and how fast it's going, right? So if you have a bigger ship, or certain ships will, yes, be better for ramming, but I don't think that there are innate values to the given ships.
So the ship that flies really fast and flies into the other ship, the ship that flies really, I understand that the total damage depends on how hard you kind of smash, right? You know, it's about the like stored energy and the inertia and stuff, or something like that, right? I understand that, but like,
Yeah, momentum.
when one ship, if a really fast ship slams into like another ship and hits it like on the side, does the really fast ship take the same total damage as the, you know, the victim, right?
No. I don't think so. Oh, also they're behind us.
And it's hard reversing, so just fix engines for fire. We'll just keep the Pyramiden away from us this way. Do this engines out if you can, and armor piercing cannons too. I mean, you know what to do. I don't have to tell you guys.
Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, he's reversing.
Which targets?
Hello?
Trying to hide behind there. Crap, he didn't die. And it,
Good job.
there he died.
There it goes.
Oh, well done.
GG guys, this was not playing Ouija. Now I had to get out of bed.
Well, I mean, I friended you, so we have I have a Discord server, so maybe some other day we could make this a regular thing or some shit. Like, if you guys are available, basically. I'll be sure to look out for you because you played well. Feel good about yourself, I guess. Sweet dreams.
Yeah, rip my internet.
Yeah, same. Your internet?
I kept disconnecting.
Twice and it-
House and then Ethernet. Ethernet house.
Just gonna back
Ethernet
up
jack.
five.
Like, a few
Our
centimeters.
captain said, "Fuck this shit."
Nah, I gotta do a text message and ping someone.
Oh, okay. I didn't see you with the spectators.
What?
Battle
Oh.
tunes.
Guys, you've been pretty patient with, the crew so far, though.
You have to with new people. Like so, some people. More than others.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and back out. That was a good fight, guys.
Yeah, GG.
almost feel like playing some 3v3 matches because 5 kills isn't enough.
Yes. When you know, when complete enemy incapacitation just isn't enough. You need more. You need to disable 2 ships at the same time.
I need someone to be engineer.
You forgot the easy. We're supposed to say GG, easy.
Yeah.
I need someone to be
GG.
engineer.
As
Yes,
Got
that's the correct way to end the match.
Siegfried.
Okay,
What's
wait a
the-
wait a second. Quiet. Okay, so who wants to be the gunner? Who just mans the right side, light and heavy? You want to do it, Luke? That's fine.
You
Okay.
have to press the C cleasing.
Oh really?
C.
All right, that's because we're red. I thought fucking red meant like the whole match for some reason, because like red equals enemy or whatever. Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
Hello, darkness, my friend.
Hello, motherfucker.
Make sure you give Luke the loadout. He hasn't got burst rounds.
Eat my teeth.
Okay, look, when the game begins, I'm gonna walk you through 2 little glitch jumps you can do on this ship, I guess, for your position. Okay. So for fire, we'll pilot the ship for a little bit, and then you just follow me, and I'll show you 2 tricks.
Damn, might not speak English. No?
Captain right now. Hello.
Hello.
I need someone.
Oh, fuck you.
I need someone bigger than.
It is someone. It is someone. You know?
The other crew is really weird. Sounds kind of mentally retarded. There's something going on here. I don't know. Making weird noises. I don't understand.
Probably.
Is it all about the Westworld soundtrack now?
I love it too. That intro is so good. That intro track is so good. The Dr. Ford track and the exit music for a film or whatever. Oh my god, they're so sick.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was like an extended version of like that intro theme or whatever. Alright. So you can man this little gun here, right? And you can also man this gun by standing here and just aiming at it, and you just flip right into it, okay? Now follow me around. You can do that. That's what you'll normally be doing, okay? If Yatagarasu needs to run off and repair for a bit, here's what you do. You run up here, you man the gun, and then you do this. Yeah.
You can just call me Yada.
Yada? Okay, sure. Yeah. Your name is hard to pronounce, dude.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, so now you know the drill. So, you want to disable as many components as possible with the Huacha, And then, you know, you hit with the Seraphim missiles in their open wounds, which if you didn't know, will inflict fire damage to their armor and hull. Because when you hit destroyed components, you transmit the hit to the armor component. And fire damage is really good at killing shit, so... it's a very fast way to both render them harmless and to kill them. Nice shots.
All my guns are down.
That's okay, we gained momentum. We got the first kill.
This cloud is like the gas. The top.
I know. Phoenix Claw plus maneuvering, maneuvering aid, you know. Phoenix Claw plus maneuvering aid.
Fix the engine. Pulling.
Where's their ally?
I don't know. I'm wondering that too.
They're ahead of us. They're flying low. Get to our left, right. No, sorry, to our left.
Beautiful.
Is someone manning the middle top gun?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, Yato's been doing it the whole game. The Hwacha is well and truly useless against balloons, but the missiles are actually really good against balloons, so that's also an option if someone is kind of close to the ground. Or if they have weapons that can't really aim up, you can just use the missiles against their balloon to get them to drop.
Ally is pretty far behind us.
I really don't get this map. It's like they're like, hey, let's make a wide open map. But then they were like, nah, instead let's put fog that just kills you everywhere.
We're in the cloud band, so I'm gonna get a little bit closer to get out of the clouds first. We'll do a drive-by. I'll try to do a little bit of a ram, and I'll use Phoenix Claw at the last second to spin around. Beautiful. GG.
Hold on.
I want a longer map. So, was our allied team actually doing anything that match?
I think our ally was fine.
Okay.
I feel like the enemy was kind of off.
Dirty?
Yeah.
Well, now we're with Siegfried.
King of the Hill sounds nice. I like King of the Hill. I don't like Crazy King though.
Yeah, crazy.
Jesus Christ,
mad.
crazy King is.
Good to go. See what the enemy judgment. Oh, they got dual watches. We got the A10 lens.
Oh yeah, they're very slowly becoming our build.
Oh, they're copying things from us.
I don't know. No. Judgment Dernier is our ally, and they have their own thing. Totally.
I meant the enemy judgment.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they left. They're gonna use the Pyramidion again. We gotta use the meta build. These are good players.
Stormbreaker with Javelin Light Harpoon Gun. Uh-oh. That means they're either like crazy good and no occult secrets that are not meant for mortal eyes, or they're just addicted to stylish stuff.
Well, wait. The Mercury and the Javelin Harpoon is probably good combo.
Why?
Because the point of the harpoon is it realigns your ship so that your arcs match wherever Javelin's pointing.
Yeah, maybe.
Mercury
Oh, maybe.
really-
Oh shit, that could actually be. If it works that way, then it's great.
But this is a long range build. We've got flare gun for ultimate fire. Got
Flare gun is also a meme weapon. It's very bad. Inflicts no damage, but it does like
massive fire stack.
it does 15 fire stacks exactly where it contacts. It's hard to use.
Oh, okay. That's lame.
Oh, it has the biggest gun. Yeah. Oh yeah. It has like the biggest. It's unnecessary on this ship, but it has the biggest arc in the game. Flare gun has I always say Artemis is the biggest arc at 65, but the flare gun I think has like an arc of like 130 or something. It's like insane.
But it doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Yeah, I like just getting people in like this in this way, you know, just voice chatting them. It's like, hey, I will show you a little trick, you know. It's
So
like,
we'll play with like 10% of the whole community. Everyone will know about the meta.
oh,
shit.
yeah, eventually, yeah, it should spread pretty fast, yeah, pretty fast.
Sweet.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing here?
No, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, of course, it's just never changed, so I don't know.
Oh, you were supposed to be.
I can hardly hear this guy, dude.
Oh, that's your role anyway.
I guess. Let's go.
Do we even have an ally? Oh yeah, one day our ally will actually join the fray and I'm sure we'll have a chance, okay? But until then it's pretty sketchy. Charge in. Well fought.
Not too shabby. 3 for 1 is definitely nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, we're being complimented in the chat here. Watch and Learn is telling the truth.
I think
Nice.
I could have repaired more efficiently. We could have been up for another 10 seconds.
Disable that spire.
I was agonizing over engines and stuff when I should have been fixing up.
Sorry, bad piloting on me. That sucks.
No problem.
Okay, don't push the.
Ta-ta. Prioritize disabling over trying to kill.
I'm switching to repairs.
They're coming around. Guns.
I think the problem is that we're going in staggered, and they're like you can see our teammates just gonna charge in.
Yeah, his loadout or
And
him
I
isn't
fixed
very
that.
good.
You know you can talk to him now with a C key.
What would I say? What would I say to him? Okay, I suppose we don't have a gunner, do we? Right? We don't. So we only have explosive bullets. We don't actually have any heavy rounds, heavy clip. We actually need to go close.
I have charged.
Oh, having charged is pretty shit on the hotshot, to be honest. And on the... You should have an explosive for the missiles, at least. We'll look into that later. Hey, they're coming over the ridge. Turn and fight. I told our ally to come bail us out. Get ready.
Spire. Can you visit a bit more?
I go for the spire. Don't shoot the balloon, shoot the hull with everything. We need component damage and hull and armor damage. Charge in. Great job. We win right here. Great ram at the end there. Holy
Nice.
shit, dude.
That
I'll
was-
pat myself there. But you all did really, really, really well.
I was extinguishing fires for most of that battle. It would have been a lot less sweats than
Hey Luke, do you want to be friended for repeat visits in the future with this loadout and this crew?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we started like a month ago, so I'm always trying to find more people.
Yeah, got this game a while ago, it just came back.
So are you getting tired? Do you want to stop now?
You want to stop?
No, but I heard you yawning, so you know.
Watch and learn is telling the truth.
Yeah, within the match.
Is everyone now gonna play Judgment with Dual Watcher in this match? We got 3. Oh look, we got a Junker, Dual Artemis. And dual Gatling gun. Light. Good.
That match felt very, what the fuck do you call it, like tactical or whatever? It's like, holy shit, dude, our ally was really bad. We had to like be at the same engagement range and stuff.
Uh-huh. Well, Siegfried is now on the opposite team. Did you talk to him?
Luke, if you're, you mentioned you use charged rounds. I personally feel like heavy clip is probably better for long range on the Hwacha, but I'm open to like.
I think that was a mistake.
I'm
Like he accidentally got switched to engineer at the last second, so he didn't
Oh.
go as his normal loadout.
Okay, I was just wondering if like you thought it was better, because like I'm always open to like new information and stuff.
No, not really. It's just like it increased the range on some stuff like the Gatling and etc., which I usually go as engineer, which is usually pretty decent. I just whenever I got into the engineer by accident, I never changed my ammo. That was the problem. I know people which would prefer incendiary rounds on the Tempest, so it can get a lot of things on fire.
Incendiary rounds only work if you actually hit the object, but the explosive rounds increase the range of the fire causing it.
I don't know too much about the exact math of incendiary round to really gauge how good they are, but step on the gas, step on the gas.
Gas.
Work on every 100 damage on a opponent. So if you focus fire, it usually catches on fire.
So, what I've seen is that the value of the incendiary rounds isn't necessarily in the damage it deals. It's more the tax that you're putting on the engineer of, you know, you have to get down here now or your guns are going to go down.
Yeah, I see.
It's usually not about the damage. It's about just disable.
I guess that guy didn't run kerosene. Personally, I think the Hwacha is overpowered and should have its explosive damage on the primary be replaced with another shatter damage, in my opinion. I'm okay with it being this good at disabling like components, but I don't think it should be a good kill weapon in any way. Actually, I think it's does a little bit too much, to be honest.
It doesn't do enough sustain. That's the balance. Like the cooldown on the weapon.
See, normally I agree, and the cooldown is kind of the limiting factor of the Hwacha. But the thing that kind of makes me doubt that is a build like this, where you can so efficiently cycle between the Hwacha and the light guns, that the cooldown doesn't really matter, because it actually lets you fire all four at once efficiently.
I guess, but that's just how this ship is designed for. Not every ship can do it like this. Like if we couldn't do this swap between the Watch and the Tempest, this build wouldn't be as good as it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the quick swap and the ability to keep the firing efficient, or as close to 100% efficient as we can get, that makes this build so good.
Yeah, so if you could stun lock on anything, any one thing, then it wouldn't matter. So if we could constantly fire, keep everything on fire on the enemy ship, it would be that good, just because of the constant thing. But in this case, we're just...
I mean, if all they want to do is to nerf the ship, they can nerf the forward or rear and left-right acceleration just a little bit more, because then it gets really hard to stay in the arc.
Or they could fix collision.
Hey, let's pop the balloon of Juez, okay? And let's disable Judgment Dernier. Fire balloon, anti-balloon weapons on Juez. Because the arc on the Watcha is only 20 up, so if you pop its balloon, it can't shoot us with its guns. It has a sniper gun with a 15 arc up, like a Mercury, right? So pop its balloon, then it can't use it. And then we disable the components on the other guy.
We did.
It's okay. We're doing our job.
Yeah. We just got focus fire. At least our teammate is on point.
Nice.
Yep.
So the reason why I like the chemical spray is the efficiency of the double repair meme with the clock is significantly reduced if things are catching on fire all the time.
What's up? Wait, what?
I think that was directed at me. Fire is like my real life buddy. We duo queued this scam, so, and we go back and forth on thoughts on chemical spray. We aren't sure if it's good yet.
I like it at the moment, but only when the enemy is using fire weapons.
Played in like the beta stages, right? I played back when online was a thing. And for some reason, on all my loadouts, I had chem spray. I don't know why. I don't know what I thought made it so good. I'm not sure if it is just that good, but I've since changed because I see no one using chem spray.
Yeah, I mean, 1 month old player here, but I personally feel like fire and chem spray should be like slightly changed. I think it should be like, I don't think fire should disappear when the component explodes and dies, you know what I mean? I think the stacks should stay on.
You should have to put out your fire.
But then maybe make it a little bit harder.
And then repair
Make it a little bit harder to like get fire stacks on in the first place, but make it so that they don't disappear when the component just dies. So you know, you have to fight fires, you know? It's like a more persistent, like, it's gonna really like drag you down unless you get rid of it.
Chem spray is only useful if the enemy has reduced their effective DPS in order to invest in fire, and you can just like nullify that by keeping your chems up on the armor and hull at least. So you're just subtracting a whole bunch of their effective DPS in that sense. But otherwise, it's
Yeah, and yeah, that kind of leads back to what I was saying earlier about the effectiveness of the incendiary rounds, right? Because you're not, I mean, unless you're going for a fire build, then the incendiary rounds are definitely not the best choice.
Oh, everyone just left. This is very speculative, but I kind of wish that I wish that chem spray wasn't so all or nothing. I wish chem spray was like it's like a normal extinguisher, right? Every 2 seconds you can extinguish like 20 stacks, right? You extinguish like all of it, right? Maybe if a chem spray was like a 10-second cooldown, but it added like 5 stack of fire shield or 7 stacks of fire shield or something. And now those fire shields need to be depleted by applying fire before you actually get any fire stacks, you know what I mean? So the extinguisher would be better for like a long fight, but if you have some prep time, the chem spraying your whole ship like 5-10 times could be like, you know, more of like a buffer, like a burst fight. I don't know. Right now it feels kind of weird. It feels like they both do the same thing right now.
Just like it's just very situational. Just like the Dyna buff hammer. It's good, but really situational, and you actually just need to have at least one fire extinguisher in the team, or else you're just fucked.
Oh, there's a dev game starting soon. That's why there's no one here now.
Oh shit, maybe we should try to get in now. It'd be fun to show off this build, dude.
Yeah, let's do it. Get in.
Get this thing nerfed into the ground. Wow.
I hope they don't go too far. I hope they don't make this ship unviable, because like it's a thin line between the ship being pretty good and being pretty bad. If it's not actually good in its little killing arc of like 30 arcs or whatever, 30 degrees, then it's a pretty bad ship at that point.
Yeah, I agree.
Invited everyone to crew. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait. Right.
I'm refreshing the match.
Is there a refresh button anywhere?
If you're in the match list, there is at the top. On the right. Sorry, on the...
Oh shit, there it is.
There's only 4 matches on right now.
That's a lot of players, man. It's like 100 dudes. 60 or like 64, I guess.
64 dudes, yeah. Except they're not even filled. So when you invited me last time, you put in the password, but I didn't need to?
There was no password or some shit. I don't know what happened there.
That's a bit weird. So, do you look at your options at the sound thing?
Yeah, it goes to 0 decibels. It doesn't go into plus. I
So
can't.
you just turn everything else down and you put your game app volume on your PC up.
You know, I put my global PC volume up because putting the individual app volume up is cancerous. The reason why is because you can't actually turn it up either. What you have to do is you have to turn every other program to 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good feature.
I never have my volume higher than like 32.
Like
Unless,
how
with
hard can it be to just boost my volume at 32? I have my volume at exactly 10 always. The reason for that is because I have like a non-digital volume knob on my actual physical speakers, right? And I used to sort of put my PC on like 50, and then I would balance the audio on the speaker, and I said, you know, why am I even doing this? Let's just put the speaker on maximum and just lower the PC volume so that I have like standardized sound settings. Because this is a bigger deal than you think. Because when I stream, game audio needs to not enter the microphone. Right. So, you know, by standardizing my audio like this, I can be pretty confident that I won't accidentally have all the game's audio.
I'm going okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see any more games. No, don't know any games. Oh. Wait, what is this skill thing? Regular.
I mean, put it to all.
Yeah, I had it on all, I thought.
I don't know how. I guess it's like maybe you select the skill level? No, you don't. you get given a skill level.
Vet game. Huh. Yeah, if there's a tournament, we have to play the tournament.
Wait, maybe the Clash at Blackcliff game was the dev game. There's CA in it.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Community activist or something?
Community admin, Frostbound. Boy. Kind of unlocked. New life. Cool.
Join my crew. We're playing normal.
Oh, Luke.
Oh shit, we got it.
We got what? Dude? You have to give him the gun loadout then. You're a dank. Oh,
Leave.
Alright. Should I try being gunner then? Oh no, he's... Well, it's good to be back. 10 more players?
How the fuck do you spell Q? Q.
voting for Graveyard Rumble.
Can someone say something?
Yeah, I said I'm voting for Graveyard Rumble.
Hey, I want to try a more challenging and different ship and loadout for this final game.
Offer it.
Sure.
I will look at this one. Gunner goes to the 2 heavy guns at the front, and then everyone else is both an engineer and a shooter. And we fire with left side, and we turn to the right, and we fire with right side, and so on. It's even more guns than the other ship.
But
I'm probably not going to be the best pilot this time though, because I've never really flown this ship many times before, because we've never really had we haven't really frequently had like 4 competent dudes. I think this ship needs like 4 competent dudes to get any use out of it. But kind of itching to try it out.
I've almost never been in one of these ships that didn't cardboard the moment someone jumped on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It looks like a super glass cannon. Like all the components are really close. If you get Watcha barraged, I think it's just over.
That's why everyone except the pilot has to be an engineer. The first round.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't remember the arc limitations on all the guns yet, but one day I will. So I'm gonna look up the guns on the enemy ship and see if they have a greater than 30-degree up arc. Because if they don't, we can just balloon pop them, and then they can't shoot us.
oh, it's just a standard fire. Honestly, you can just flank them. It's usually fine.
Oh, they're gone.
So I prefer the thing that I call the bomb or the clock, because if you can first get that to cooldown and then you can hit it with a shifting spanner, you actually get a higher healing rate than whacking it with the hammer.
Yeah, the heal over time is better unless you literally unless after planting it, you in the next like 9 seconds lose the component, and the component would have barely lived if you hammered it. Maybe, I don't know. But the maximum healing possible is to use the healing over time, and then you use the hammer, and then you use the healing over time, and then you use the hammer. But obviously you can't run healing over time and hammer because that's too many tools. So healing over time and spanner is really good. You just heal over time, then you use the spanner 3 times, and then you use heal over time. That's the best you can do with that loadout. It's a really good heal over time performance for like repairing the armor or something, you know, something that has a lot of HP. And for like the tiny components, you just slap the heal over time on it and you just move on. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna take a while to get this game going, obviously, because we're at the, you know, we're the odd group out, because we're the only like 4-man crew, and there's, you know, 3 crews available here. So I wouldn't blame you guys if you wanted to just, you know, play more some other time.
I don't know, I just have like 20 minutes for
Yeah, I'll wait around for a bit longer, but like, I don't know.
I guess you could use the failsafe kit with the pipe wrench. Would be not that bad.
Actually, that's really bad. The optimal repair rotations that are possible. I don't know if I can paste them in game, but I made a little notepad document with them. But the possible combinations of equipment. The pipe wrench is a clear loser.
Yeah, I get it because it's neither. It's not good. It's not optimal for whichever situation it's on. But as a general build, it's
No, you don't get it. What I'm saying is that like you'll have less rebuild and you'll have less healing. You'll have less of both that way. If you go for failsafe plus pipe wrench, you'll have less of both that way.
I see.
If that's what we're talking about, because it has to do with the cooldowns on the pipe wrench versus the spanner, right? It's a 2 second, it's a 5 second, and the duration on the heal of the little failsafe kit is the cooldown on that thing is 8 seconds, and the duration is like 15, right? So think about like what you can do there, right? So like you're just done with the 8 seconds, and now you pipe wrench, right? And then you're at like 13 seconds, and you know, do you pipe wrench again or do you deploy another failsafe? Well, actually, in that case, I already mathed it out. You deploy another failsafe. It's better that way. But the healing over time you get from doing that isn't as good. It's not. It's a really minor difference. Okay, really minor. Okay, it's really all about the rebuild. But it's a little bit worse than using failsafe and then spanner, failsafe. It's a little bit better. Using failsafe mallet. Failsafe mallet is a lot better though. By a lot better, I mean like 10% better. Okay, it's not a big deal. Okay, so that's why I go with failsafe and spanner, because then you get the best rebuild and you get the second best healing possible for two tool slots. This is for like repairing the armor or the balloon or something. Obviously, for like repairing a half-dead engine or something, the failsafe, you know, it might take like 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds before the failsafe heals as much as like a hammer would have healed if the engine is missing like 100 health. It's gonna take 4 seconds for the failsafe to heal it up, but the hammer will heal it like instantly. So there are a few scenarios. There are a few scenarios where in real life, just because the heal over time is heal over time, despite the fact that you're getting way more healing, there are a few edge cases where you lose the component to like a little bit of like burst though. But you know, it has its pros and cons, but overall you get higher performance in the best case with the heal over time. If you didn't know, when you apply armor buff with the buff hammer, you instantly gain plus 25% of your total armor health in health. You gain it, okay? So the best way to repair the armor is to failsafe and rubber mallet, failsafe and rubber mallet, and then you also use a buff hammer to put a new buff on it every 2 minutes. If you refresh the existing buff, you don't actually get any health though. You just get to keep the maximum health boost, which is sort of pointless. So you need to let the buff time out, and then 1 second later you reapply the buff. And by doing that, you get a little extra health injection every 2 minutes. That's really minor though. I'm probably not worth bringing a tool. I would rather have one more fire extinguisher than running that stuff, probably. But it's a neat little trick.
Yeah, of course.
Well, this doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. I think I'm gonna get going.
Yeah, I warned you guys. I suggest just calling it here.
Yeah, yeah. It's like an hour. Yeah, but like it's like an hour after I normally eat dinner. So like, I'm gonna get going. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, see you some other time. It was really fun. Yay.
Join me.
What did you say?
There's a 3v3 that I'm queued in. Got 4 out of... Yep.
I don't know if I want to. It's really exhausting for me to like get to know new people, you know what I mean? I'm already really tired from just meeting those people. Cause like I really had to like put on like all the niceties, you know? Like when you ever hear me like, cause like I have to hit the X button every time to do it, right? When you ever hear me like kind of give morale support to the team, you know?
Oof.
Your morale is supposed to be fine already or irrelevant. Because it's a video game. Like morale matters in a game like League, where like there is no like central brain and nobody really trusts each other, because morale is just the... Whoa, why are you leaving? Are you playing?
You only get better. Alright, sorry. I'm in a match.
Okay.
At least there's a judgment here.
And bottom left of the little box of where we are, just
Okay, have fun. I'll move to the other room.
Yata.
Yeah. Yata Nagatori or some shit. Japanese meme. It was the guy that had a decent microphone.
That's nice.
That was really nice. A random dude who voice chatted and interesting. It almost felt like playing Cultist Simulator in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just talk to your follower about esoteric matters, like a subtle fracture in reality, right? A little glitch to jump through the ship. Suddenly you're rolling, man. You have impressed them, and then along for the ride, dude. Oh, we're still streaming? What the fuck? Oof. Shouldn't have said that on stream. Oh.
Oof. Leaked.